This is just a letter to the world of how I feel since just so much turmoil going on and so much hatred and violence and ignorance going on. And I couldn't sleep last night. So when this morning I got up, I just started writing. And I just want to share with you guys because I also shared it on Facebook. So I just hope this bids you well. And the title is Dear World. Dear world, what have our world come to? Our world has become a repeating cycle of racism. Racism is again rearing its ugly head. This act of ignorance has been embedded upon generations to generations, where people think racism is the way of making America great again. This horrific seed doesn't make America great. It shows ignorance. Dear world, why do we keep repeating these heinous acts and behaviors? It started with our ancestors being taken, being abused, and also being misused. Not only then, it was also shown in the beating of Rodney King. Now it's 2020, and racism still appears again by targeting African Americans, killing our brothers and sisters in cold blood, killing our brothers and sisters without a conscience. Dear world, we must do away with racism, hatred, fear, and ignorance. What are you fearful for? Why do you hate us so much? I was taught that the greatest commandment is to love God with all your heart, your mind, and soul. The second commandment is to love your neighbor as yourself. So those that are killing each other due to racism or any other killings, I suggest you don't love yourself. We are all brothers and sisters. So why must we continue to kill, to hurt, and put people in harm's way? What kind of examples are we teaching our next generation that's coming behind us? Are we showing the next generation that it's okay to mistreat other races? To spew hateful and ugly racial slurs? To kill because of fear and superiority? No. I heard the president and others saying, let's make America great again. How? America has caused pain and is still causing pain by targeting the African American race. When would this monstrosity end? Dr. King stood for nonviolence. Dr. King stood for what was right. Dr. King and others paved the way for you and I. Also, let's stop looting and protest peacefully. Don't burn down your own communities. Stand up. Join together hand in hand. Pray for change. Be the change. Be the light in these dark and evil times. Love casts out fear. Dear world, why are our professionals inflicting great pain on our brothers and sisters? Police officers, nurses, and teachers has disgraced their professions by believing it's okay to call individuals out their God-given names. By believing it's okay to inflict pain and take another person's life. You are not God. Who told you that it was okay to partake in a horrendous act like this? I'm disgusted. Each professional took an oath and a vow to serve the community. How are you serving the community? By being violent to the human race? If you think this makes America great, then you're mistaken. It makes America look weak, fearful, and cowardly. Dear world, I pray one day when the Creator call each and every one of us that we will make it through the pearly gates. See, there won't be any separation in heaven, but the only separation will be from the goats and the sheep. Heaven won't be segregated. There won't be a white section, neither a black section. There will be red, black, yellow, and blue. It will be nothing but praising and worshiping God. This is just a rehearsal down here on earth. If we can't get along with our brothers and sisters here on earth, how are we get along in heaven? Heaven is about living in harmony. We must practice living in harmony together. Dear world, please stop targeting African Americans. How will you feel if the shoe was on the other foot? What will you say? What will you do if you have experienced these harsh treatments and these racial profiling? Let that sink in. This has gone too far. It's time to make a change. I stand for Dr. King, who showed us how to love and not hate. I stand for Mahatma Gandhi, who stood for peace and not violence. I stand for Rosa Parks, who made a change not by using violence, but by using her actions to get the message across. I stand for the boycotts, who rather walk than to ride the buses until change and respect took place. Dear world, we must march in love and respect to make a change and a difference. Our children's are counting on us. We are all God's children. Stop dividing human races and be united with all humanity. Stop stereotyping. Show love. Stop targeting our African American race and give respect to all mankind. Dear world, seek God and turn from the evil ways of the past generations. Let racism decease. Let profiling decease. Increase love, peace, and social justice. Dear world.